The king of OVO hip-hop podcasting, Jamal Clay, also known as OVO Mal, and Funkmaster Flex Jr.
He lied! Y'all niggas worship him! Nobody wants to tell the truth!
Decided to drop a bomb on his own podcast and play No Face, going up against his guest, DJ Hed, in the hip-hop debate of the year, where OVO Mal is ready to stand up and protect his man, Peter Pan Graham, on episode 367 of his podcast titled The Closure, where for some reason OVO Mal needed closure with Kendrick and DJ Hed as they went ahead to discuss the biggest hip-hop battle between the king of hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar, and hip-hop's biggest entertainer for all the Chihuahuas, Drizzle Cake, and how Mr. Cakes took the biggest L in hip-hop history by his own margin of mistakes. And before I load my YouTube clip and get my shit off, I must say that OVO Mal really is in his podcasting bag, and I have to give it to him, standing on his OVO business, defending his 69 Lever Cake against King Kendrick. Because despite my commentary over the last year criticizing OVO Mal's ridiculous takes, it's great to see two prominent hip-hop figures in the culture who are on different sides of the biggest hip-hop battle have a calm and collective conversation from both perspectives of DJ Hed and OVO Malina.
Fuck out of here, man. That niggas is crazy out your mind, man.
And of course, we have to shout out Eminem's cousin from Ireland, Rory, because he really put on an amazing production with his crew, where him and Damaris were the interviewers in a presidential election type of debate, asking tough questions to the presidential candidates, DJ Hed and MAGA Mal. Rory starts off asking the gentleman about the rumors of Kendrick being featured on Drizzle Cake and Jermaine Cole's first-person shooter mode before its release in 2023.
Kendrick was supposed to be on first-person shooter, or what became first-person shooter, and there was some type of disagreement between Kendrick and Drake. Both of you being insiders, can you tell us what really happened when Drake reached out to Kendrick to get him on what became first-person shooter?
I don't know what happened.
I'm not sure what he was supposed to be on the record. I don't know if he just decided he didn't want to do it because he had other plans.
Mal makes it clear that he feels Kendrick never intended to be on the first-person shooter mode record.
I don't think it was because he didn't get on the record. I believe that he had a plan, and he was like, this really will go against everything that I'm planning on doing.
Where DJ Hed disagrees with the narrative that Kendrick had this plot and scheme to go against Drizzle Cake for years in the making. Where DJ Hed gives credit that Kendrick as a hip-hop artist and lyricist is always prepared for a battle against one of the biggest pop stars in hip-hop history.
I don't think it's like as complicated as people like to make it out to be. If he was supposed to be on the record, I'm pretty sure that he would have delivered on it. But I think it's just sport.
You think Kendrick had been plotting this like that verse, or at least this battle, for years?
No.
What? Pure coincidence.
No, it's not coincidence. It's just the verbiage. I don't think that he was plotting. I think that you're ready. Like, I'm a registered firearm owner in the state of California. I'm not plotting on anyone, but I'm ready for whatever.
I think that any rapper would want to get into a back and forth with Drake. It helps you out. No?
Clearly, Mal could not stand it by saying one of his most craziest statements of all time.
The fact that once Drake realized, like, oh, this is a play. He's in negotiations currently with the same label. Kendrick is the new guy on the block with PG Lang. Y'all are now behind that. Okay, cool. But I see what's happening now, where Drake felt like he didn't lose the battle. The battle lost him. He stepped away from like, oh, this is a play.
What? Look at the way we live. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Y'all are trying to get, some data.
Bro, I'm out, man.
Which is so ironic because just like this debate that Mal is having with DJ Hed, OVO Malina didn't lose the debate lost him. DJ Hed remained cool, calm, and collective like he did for the entire interview, like when they were discussing why Kendrick and all hip-hop artists came together to diss Drizzle Cake.
I don't like the narrative that everybody's ganging up on this one individual, because that's what it seems like optically. Everybody doesn't know what's going on.
With DJ Hed making it clear that it wasn't for no reason and that Drizzle Cake's character has always been in question.
I don't think that people was plotting and waiting. I don't even think that it was a jealousy thing or even that had anything to do with his music. I think if you're a shitty person to people, whatever, regardless of what I do for you, I can't just be like a shitty person to you on top of that. When your character is not wholesome and you violate the sanctity of certain relationships, yes, certain people are probably going to feel a way towards you, regardless of what stimulus package you've given them in the past. It doesn't matter.
And while I must give Rory and Mal their credit for giving a great debate with DJ Hed, make no mistakes that Mal's answers and conversation in this debate did not help the hip-hop legacy or image of Drizzle Cake. Mal didn't embarrass his certified lover Cake, but he also didn't make him look great again as a hip-hop artist, which has been the biggest issue for most people who don't like the way Drizzle Cake has played in this battle against Kendrick Lamar, where he ended up taking it to the courts and potentially ruining free speech in hip-hop. With this iconic interview that Rory and Mal created, it definitely revealed already obvious but more reasons for why Drizzle Marie truly lost the hip-hop battle that OVO Molina is holding on to, and how this hip-hop battle truly affected Drizzle Marie's hip-hop legacy more than OVO Molina wants to think or believe, in my honest opinion.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Fuck is what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Here is why Mal further proved that Drizzle Cake lost the battle against Kendrick Lamar, claiming that Drake had nothing to lose or gain in the battle. Mal definitely did a great job keeping his composure in the debate, especially with DJ Hed laughing at everything OVO Molina said. When it came to defending Drizzle Cake and his decisions in the hip-hop battle he had against Kendrick. But I think Mal really lost the narrative and whole point on how and why Drake really lost this battle when he made the claim that Drizzle Cake is the biggest artist in and out of hip-hop and has obtained everything.
What does Drake gain? He already has all of those things. Top 4 biggest artists in the world. He stands to gain nothing from that, which is why I respect Drake as a rapper and MC, because he can go into every battle feeling like, what am I going to gain? The perception in the barbershop? Some people might feel like, yo, he got him. Like, what does he gain from that?
We couldn't gain anything by winning a hip-hop battle against Kendrick Lamar.
Regardless of who he's standing across, because he's already here for the last however many years he's been on top dominating music.
Cap.
Which shows how OVO Molina is so far gone from reality. Because honestly, ever since 2015, nothing was the same for Drizzle Marie and the respect he had in the hip-hop industry when his ghostwriting became exposed by Meek Millie, and ever since Drizzle Marie has had to defend his writing ability as a hip-hop artist, which has been pretty difficult since more ghostwriting from his discography keeps getting exposed over the years. But because Drizzle Cake essentially won the battle against Meek Millie and was able to recover from the war against Pusha T in 2018, Drizzle Marie still had some hip-hop credibility, but that credibility would have only been more solidified if he was able to actually get the victory in the battle against Kendrick Lamar, who has always been credited as being the greatest of his generation and has never had the accusations of having ghostwriters for his own discography, outside of some false claims made by Drizzle Marie claiming that Kendrick was getting his pen from his cousin, Baby Keem.
K, that shit is only hitting hard when Baby King put his pen to it. Ross calling me the white boy and the shit kinda.
I mean, Kendrick has never had to prove his pen since 2009, when he had this shit poppin'.
Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. Pussy.
But when it comes to Drizzle Marie, he has only had to prove his writing ability more and more over the years, like including more recent reference tracks that were released, like the Mob Ties reference track that was created by a Meek Millie artist named Rory.
Sick of these niggas, sick of these bitches. Hire
some help. Get rid of these niggas. Sick of this shit.
Turn out the bitch. I turn out the bridge. It is Louis bags in exchange for body bags.
So you see, it was pretty essential for Drizzle Marie to win this hip-hop battle, and he would get more credit as an actual hip-hop artist. But like Drizzle Marie said with the DJ Khaled, he's a pop star.
I'm a pop star. Bitches calling my phone.
To say that Drizzle Cake wouldn't gain anything from winning this battle against Kendrick Lamar is pure delusional in anyone's eyes. Having moral code in a hip-hop battle. From the beginning of this battle, Mal has made it clear that he does not like how Kendrick Lamar went past a moral code, with Mal claiming that Kendrick Lamar called his certified lover cake a certified PDF.
This is rap hip-hop, but I don't think that there's any line as far as calling somebody a pedophile. I think that's the worst thing you can put on anybody. I think your moral compass kicks in at some point. Certain things, I just certain energies I just wouldn't invite. Just that word is something that I just would never throw around. I don't think you play with that word at all.
Yet it's okay for Drizzle Cake to put domestic abuse allegations on Kendrick, making claims that he hits his wife, Whitney, and for the claim that Kendrick's kids are not his, but Dave. Where was OVO Malina's moral compass then?
Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for.
But in all honesty, PDF allegations started way before this hip-hop battle took place, with Drizzle Pie's Millie Bobby Brown friendship ties in Australia, when he was giving her boy advice.
Member? You member?
You and Drake?
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Loves
What's his
him.
advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Allegedly. But if these allegations really started in the hip-hop battle that OVO Malina and somewhat Rory wants to claim, let's focus on Taylor Made, because in the hip-hop battle, the PDF allegations started with Drizzle Cake when he decided to disrespect hip-hop by using AI voices of Snoop Dogg and Tupac, where he had AI Shakur say the following.
Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me. Heard it on the Button podcast, it's gotta be true.
And what I find very ironic is how OVO Malina can't see the disrespect that Drizzle Cake did to Tupac's legacy using his voice for AI purposes against Kendrick Lamar for Taylor Made.
I think everything he did with Taylor Made was a mistake. This screams of somebody who's never been in those environments, because I would not hand somebody a weapon to use against me in the real world. The second thing was the AI shit. The song would have just been a dope rap song. The AI shit, again, screaming of lack of cultural awareness. Would you ever use someone's likeness?
When I made that same obvious point in my video response to Rory and Mal losing their hip-hop credibility last year, explaining if Kendrick Lamar used the notorious B.I.G.G.I.E. or the legendary DMX in an AI interpretation to go up against Drizzle Cake in a hip-hop battle, East Coast, including New York and Toronto, would not be having it, with Kendrick Lamar disrespecting not only Drizzle Cake, but hip-hop legends in the process.
Where was the disrespect?
To use someone's likeness without their permission.
Really, nigga?
Yes, he used Tupac's voice with a filter. He used Snoop. But when we say, oh, he's using their likeness and this, that, and that, like, it wasn't that deep. So that's why I feel like when people are like, oh, he used, Pac's likeness or he used Snoop's likeness and this, that, and the third, and it's like, bro, it wasn't that serious. Bro, this was a battle, bro.
Your rebuttal screams to me that you don't understand. That's disrespectful. You don't violate the elders or the OGs.
Where was the violation at, though?
Really, nigga?
OVO Mal comes from hip-hop. He's from Fordham. You would think he would know this, but he's trying to play no face to the public. Because if he actually was truthful with this, he would understand completely how disrespectful this is. Which is exactly why I have felt the way that I have for the last 2-3 years with Drizzle Cake. Even before the battle, he has disrespected hip-hop legends on many occasions. This is not the first time he's done it. But to go this deep in disrespect using AI voices with people who are deceased is a whole nother level of disrespect. Honestly, not even just in my opinion. Just because Drizzle Cake deleted the tailor-made freestyle diss on all social media platforms does not mean we won't forget the backlash that Peter Pan Graham received with that record that ultimately ended any chance that he had at winning this hip-hop battle against Kendrick Lamar, including Tupac's biological brother, Mopreme, who criticized the usage of Drizzle Cake using AI interpretation of his brother's voice while he is no longer alive.
Drake, how you feel about him using Tupac's voice for AI?
And just because you can do something, that doesn't mean you should do something. I'm from the old school, Queens, New York, Jamaica. The way we battle rap, what I understand is a battle. If it's a battle, it should be mano y mano. Skill against skill, flow against flow. There's nothing wrong with healthy competition. When you enter in that AI it becomes unhealthy. Pac is perfection. AI is imperfect.
And all the OVHOs came out of the trees, hooting and hollering to protect Drizzle Marie by dissing Tupac's brother online, claiming that Tupac never claimed his brother when he was alive. So again, who keeps breaking this moral code? Was it Kendrick for suggesting alleged PDF allegations against Drizzle Cake? when Mr. Cakes previously has had weird relationships with
A minor. They not like.
Or was it Drizzle Cake's multiple disrespectful attacks against Kendrick's wife, his kids, and using a deceased voice of a hip-hop legend for his Kendrick Lamar diss record? Then when Rory questioned Mal if Drake made a mistake having AI Tupac telling Kendrick to say the certified lover cake was a PDF, and Mr. Clay said no.
I do want to ask both of you, was it a mistake for Drake to say in Tailor Made, call him a pedophile?
No. I think that was obviously in a battle, you know what people are going to try to weaponize against you and say about you. You know, so you take that and you say, go ahead. So go ahead, say it. Like, yeah, get it off.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that? Bitch, you...
This interview clearly shows just how delusional OVO Mal has been the entire year, like DJ Hed claimed in the same interview. In my honest opinion. My final thoughts. Even though Rory and Mal can't stand me and the platform that they helped me build on YouTube, like they can't stand the rain, just like New Edition, on a perfect day, they know that they can count on me.
I know that I can count on you.
Because they to their buffoonery. It's quite clear that I've made some valid points over the year on how they have positioned public perception of hip-hop's biggest battle by calling out fans on both sides, but primarily Kendrick Lamar fans, for being just part of a stan culture and for ruining hip-hop.
This battle has put stan culture in a different light for me, and I don't think either of you guys are that whatsoever. This battle turned the world into a very weird fucking place. I thought this was going to be the greatest thing ever for hip-hop, and I feel like it may have been the fucking worst.
Okay.
And DJ Hed called out during the interview where he noticed Rory joking that they don't fact-check on their show.
Journalistic integrity. I'm a professional broadcaster. We have to learn journalistic integrity. Like Rory made, I know he was joking, but like, yo, we don't fact check here.
There was a rumor, but let's not act like it was a rumor. It was a fact. Drake and Kendrick did speak post like that.
Are you confirming that?
I am.
Okay.
Oh, it's a podcast. We don't fact check. Drake and Kendrick, sorry, after like that.
DJ Hed holds a higher position for journalism in hip-hop and always believes in fact-checking. It's not anybody else's fault but Rory and Mal for the perception that they have given to hip-hop fans when listening to their opinions on how Kendrick Lamar handled the battle with their 69 War God. But still, Rory and Mal are great podcasters, and clearly this interview shows it. Rory clearly asked the right questions to both DJ Hed and Mal. It's not just that everybody hates Drizzle Cake for being number one, it's his character and how he treats motherfuckers. But clearly Rory and Mal have created a great platform to even have this type of debate with somebody who's close to Kendrick Lamar. And I will have to say, as a huge fan of DJ Hed and what he has done to help promote West Coast hip-hop, I wish he was more prepared to answer the moment that Mal was delusional or crossed a line with his opinions and takes against Kendrick Lamar, like the time when Mal claimed that nobody wanted to listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers over the hits that Drizzle Cake has. And what about the ridiculous claim that OVO Molina makes with the DJ Hed, where he says that he doesn't really remember the Euphoria record like that? Yet OVO Molina claimed in the beginning of the battle that the Euphoria record was Kendrick Lamar's best diss record in the battle. Or for making the claim that Kendrick Lamar needed the clout and this moment in the hip-hop battle against Drizzle Cake to have some more relevancy for his hip-hop career. But we'll save that for another day, because for today, we have clearly proven that Drizzle Cake has officially lost this battle, despite OVO Mal still trying to play no face. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and let me know what your thoughts are with this interview. Like I said, I think it's an amazing interview done by Rory and Mal. Despite what they feel about me, I still love their podcast, and I will continue to support in the best way possible. And before you leave here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, go be amazing and have an amazing rest of your day.